Hey everyone, Deliver 13 here. Well, Smackdown time, and once again, it's one of those things where we're getting essentially the same show, different matches, but I'm not as pissed off as I was yesterday. A lot of really good things happened today. I'm actually quite satisfied with SmackDown to the point where I feel like I want to watch only SmackDown, but because it's the better show. It really is. So tonight we started off, like last night, we started off with a heel on the mic. This time it was Kevin Owens on the highlight reel. He is still doing that, and I do love that. One sec. Needed some water. Anyway, yeah, Kevin Owens on the hosting the highlight reel. I want this. I want this to lead to an angle where Chris Jericho returns and Kevin has that vacant expression he had when Goldberg actually won the thing from Chris. One sec. Again, I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to have the YouTube listings. Just make sure I have the right order, because I'm tired of having the wrong order for you guys. And yeah, he brought out Shinsuke Nakamura. And they're doing the perfect thing for Shinsuke. I say perfect. A lot of people might not like this, but I do like how he was about to speak, and all of a sudden Baron Corbin comes out. And Baron, all he tries to do is just show that, oh look, I beat up Sami Zayn. And I love Kevin Owens' reaction to this. He's like, Baron, are we supposed to be impressed you beat up Sami Zayn? I beat up Sami Zayn for the last 15 years. That doesn't impress me anymore. Or, let's see. Shinsuke, you pinned me in a tag team match. That is such a good thing. Good job. And then, I do love how Shinsuke, gets attacked by both by both Baron and Kevin, and Sammy comes out of the crowd. Again, the crowd noise gave it away that he burst out, but that was actually still a really cool way to do that. I thought I expected AJ Styles to come out again, and he goes, Kevin or Baron, we're not done yet, and Kevin, we're never gonna be done. I'm free right now. Why don't we have a match? Me and Shinsuke versus you two. Which was what we got. That was a good starter match. Lasted a good 30 minutes or 30 minutes, honestly. It felt like a long match, and it was a really good match. Anytime Shinsuke Nakamura is on the field, on the ring, it's a good match. It'll always be a good match because Shinsuke Nakamura is amazing. Heck, if they did him with squash matches like they did with Elias Sampson yesterday, I would still be okay with that because they need to build him up to show why he is such a great talent. And the match ended up exactly like you expect. He hit Kevin Owens with a Kinshasa and pinned him. And I do love how, if you notice, last week he was paired with AJ. This week he's paired with Sammy. Basically, it's his best match from New Japan last week. He's paired up with his best match with NXT paired this week. Well, I say best that's on the main roster because we can't have Bobby Roode and Shinsuke Nakamura team up just yet. Although imagine that would be a beautiful thing. I'm only hoping that next week we finally get a singles match because he's beaten Kevin Owens twice now. So why don't we have a Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke Nakamura U.S. belt? That'd be fun. So after that we have the Usos come out. And Oh no, wait. Before that, we had the latest in the beautiful fashion files, where Fandango's dressed as an old noir detective, complete with a really awesome looking hat and a trench coat, and Tyler Breeze is dressed in drag, and this was just 100% amazing. I want them to keep doing these. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. These are amazing. They need to keep doing them. Like this is honestly probably what's gonna get got Breeze and them over so much. So, like, the skit was great, and what happened next was even better, because the Usos come out, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe they're gonna do a match. Oh no, they're not. Sorry about that. I can't help it. The New Day came out. That was fun. Because, well, it's the New Day. We haven't seen them on TV in about 2 months since the shakeup actually happened. So, yeah. The New Day come out. And the New Day, or via Shane McMahon, tell us that they are going to, or with approval of Shane McMahon, I should say, tell us that we're going to get a Money in the Bank match between the New Day and the Usos for the Tag Team Champions, which is the obvious solution for them getting the belt. They have to get on a pay-per-view. Let's go. So, New Day come out. They are back. And then we had the best match of the night, and it wasn't even a match. But it is going to be one of the most important things that we ever witnessed on SmackDown on free TV. I am not even exaggerating. It was the five woman number one contender match for Naomi's SmackDown Women's title. The match never even started. Like, everyone just beat up on everybody. And it ended up, like, everyone hit a finisher on somebody, so there were bodies all over. Natalya gets put through a table by Charlotte, and all of a sudden, Shane comes out. The funny thing was that he didn't just he came out and did his normal shimmy, and I'm just sitting there like, Shane, women are on the floor right now. You don't have time to do this shit. But I love you're doing this. Because he gets into the ring and he's like, you guys are so passionate about this match. You didn't even let it start. You just decided to beat each other up. So you know what we're going to do? On June 18th, at Money in the Bank, we are going to have a women's Money in the Bank ladder match. This... We've known, like, if you follow the dirt sheets like I do, you know this was gonna happen. It's been talked about for the last few weeks, but even then, this is such an important thing. Like, this is the final piece of, or the final brick to cement that women's wrestling is on par, if not better in some cases, than its male counterparts. The thing that I say it's on par with it is because, I think everyone was ranting about yesterday's idiotic "This is your life" segment, which I'm not gonna get into that again. Watch my video from yesterday. You're pissed off about that, like I am. I'm sorry if you liked it. It was just, yeah. Like, I like Alexa Bliss, I really do. But God, that was just so stupid. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So, finally, the penultimate thing we had was them reliving the Bunavi championship celebration from last week, which, again, watch that if you haven't. That was amazing. And then we saw Randy Orton come out and say the only option he has is to win in his hometown. Which, Randy, I don't know if you've been paying attention. That doesn't happen in the WWE. Even unless it's like you might be the exception of the rule. Naomi was kind of the exception only because it was a 6-woman match, but one does not easily win in their hometown. Ask Bailey, ask Rich Swann, ask Charlotte. Yeah, if you're in your hometown and you're trying to defend the belt or get a belt, you're not gonna win. And watch, now Randy Orton's gonna win because everyone knows that he's not gonna win. Finally, our penultimate match was Breezango versus the Corones, aka the Shining Stars, Primo and Epico. And this was a fun match. Tyler Breeze brought out his ever so famous janitor gimmick. And I like the ending. The ending was actually kind of funny because I think it's Primo tries to get the mop from the side of the ring and use it to attack Tyler. And Fandango grabs the mop head, and you can clearly hear I think it is Primo. Let go! All of a sudden, Tyler comes behind him, hits this finisher 1, 2, 3. Breezango wins. Breezango is over the moon right now. They are great. They are going to be the next tag team champs after the New Day. I can almost guarantee that at this point. Then we had our final match of the night, which AJ Styles versus Dolph Ziggler. Not a bad match. I like both guys. Of course, I like AJ more than I like Dolph, but this was a fantastic match. And you know what? I'm not even sad about Dolph Ziggler winning because honestly, I can't remember the last time he did without a chair being involved. God, that was a weird gimmick, or that was a weird part in his career. Anyway, Dolph Ziggler wins. Again, decent match. Really good. Really good in terms of, okay, this is showing weakness on AJ's part. What's gonna happen? We gotta see. So, that was SmackDown. Like I said, this was a fantastic show. This was a very, everything was solid. We saw one of the most, history-making moment in the women's, or the women's Money in the Bank match announced. I figured out the reason I don't like Raw as much as I like SmackDown. And it's, ironically enough, we get the same matches every week. We get the same stories. Like, if you were to put the main segments of Raw and SmackDown next to each other, or just describe them, they're pretty much the same. Because we had, the first match, essentially. We had a guy on the mic. A bunch of guys came out, led to a tag match. What happened yesterday? Same thing. Sorry. But it's the showmanship and it's the delivery of what they are doing. It's like NXT. The storyline at NXT is somewhat paper thin. It's usually this bad guy, this good guy, they conflict, go. I know that it doesn't speak for everything in NXT, but that is what happens, and that is honestly why I like NXT so much. I don't make a video on it on here. Like I said, that's one of my stretch goals for my Patreon, but I do like NXT as a product to show exactly how good a story can be. And again, simplicity is sometimes best. That said, the fact of the matter is, Raw does it worse because Raw is padding it out more. They're writing themselves into a gutter, and all the main feuds are not going to start until SummerSlam. So that we have about a month to go, probably after this weekend. In comparison, we have everything happening in SmackDown. It just feels like they know what they're doing on that brand more. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I really don't. Like, I'm trying to think about what it is that makes the branding different. Maybe it's the fact that they don't have as much time to act on it, but at the same time, that shouldn't, like, more time would just mean more padding out or more time should not mean more padding for the episode. If you have the talent you have on each brand, there's going to be people that are left out. I mean, we didn't see American Alpha. We haven't seen them for weeks, actually. We haven't seen really any of the mid-carders. Like, we haven't seen or Sankara. Let's see. Another person we haven't seen in a long time. Maybe still on there. God, there's so many people that are missing right now. Oh yeah, we haven't seen Mojo Rawley in a long time. What the hell is happening with him? Is he just doing dark matches? Just doing main events? We haven't seen Eric Rowan, Luke Harper since the pay-per-view. So there's a lot of stuff that you can complain about that they have. Like, a lot of people aren't really gaining access or getting their stuff, so they're not getting, like, they might just be getting dark matches, which not that big deal. But the style is better than the substance, like, or the style and substance are key, I guess. So anyway, it was a good show. Actually, I'll say it. It was a great show. This is good storytelling. Very good setup for story, because now they could realistically next week have Kevin Owens defend the U.S. title against Shinsuke Nakamura, and it wouldn't come out of nowhere. It wouldn't feel rushed because Shinsuke has beat Kevin twice, and then it would give, like, if Kevin loses the belt, one, that'll be a great SmackDown episode in itself, because that match will be amazing, and we have not seen Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a singles competition yet. And it'll be good in terms of Shinsuke making him look as strong as possible, making him look like he is the number one contender for the Money in the Bank briefcase. But that's it. So, as I usually do, I'm going to end this with my Patreon stuff. If you want to support the show, like it says in the link description, follow me on Patreon at patreon.com/Duno13. They'll tell you how. Like I said, $5 gets your name in the credits. $10 gets your name right here. I have not had a single person get it yet, or do that yet. So, if you want to be the first person, go ahead and do follow me on Twitter as well. On Twitter at DLuna1338. I'm on there pretty much religiously every day, so if you want to just come say hi, talk to me about wrestling or anything, just let me know. Anyway, that is my SmackDown recap. I've been the Luna13. Later.